Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no.
And State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
Set, ready, kick the elbow. Mike. Check it back, check it back. Check switch.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To throw on second down. Fields. He's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 73 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Follow me, Sue. Hey, 43. Yellow.
Why? Who? Check 26, check 26. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Hey, 57 color.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
I'm going back to you.
On the run, it's Campbell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
It's our time.
Come on.
He's checking. Cracks. Check.
From the 36, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
We call that sack block. Check.
Hey, 43.
Check 3. Let's go. Motion.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
57 colors.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes flushed out right. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Check, check, 43. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Kill, kill, kill. Go. Hayward. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Operating from the gun. Fields. He's going to float this over them. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. What our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
On 1st down, McFarland. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Hey, 15. Shit. Check. Attack. 25.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Let's go, Pete.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give right side. McFarland. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take.
That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 62 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's second and 8 at the Packers' 16-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lady. All day, defense, all day. All day.
From the 16, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. Room here to run. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. A conference championship on the line and a championship-type run right there.
That guy's running as if he can smell it, feel it, and obviously wants it.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On the right. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the logo.
On second down, McFarland. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Watch 27. Check, crunch. Switch.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes, and complete to Zach Ertz. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
SOS. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
2nd and 6. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch twist. Tight dog.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that rests. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
What tight end? Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. 43 to Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43. Watch the pass. Let's go. Trump. 43 to Mike.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give right side. McFarland. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Strong left. They're going to need some therapy after this. 43's the Mike, boy, 43.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. There goes a deep ball. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2.
53's the Mike, 53. Let it go. Rapid.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check 6 guys. Switch. Check safety. Yellow. Check 26. Shoot. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes being chased out left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Alpha.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Watch the shit. Yellow. Check. He's checking.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 25 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check. Attack. Hey, switch gears.
And again, it's Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's Campbell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with the big man Campbell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night as they are able to cut into that lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, A field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Watch the twist.
On first down, McFarland. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
43's the mic.
On third down, McFarland. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Wide, get wide. Move. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. It's our time. Let go.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to rifle. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Y'all playing the wrong foot. Easy.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. A huge loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now. It's again. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you can hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, now. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs off the head, all being moved in a frenzy. Blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We're giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subject